Hey guys, so I'm running a little late on this week's vlog, so I'm going to attempt to do this in one take just to make things a whole lot easier for me in editing and get this week's vlog up as quickly as possible because it's Saturday and it's almost noon, so yeah. Anyway, so this week, internship. Um, they moved me to graphics department from editing, so this week I was in graphics, and it's going pretty well. It's actually really easy. Um, then again, it also helps that I have a background in graphics, yeah, and Photoshop. So, hooray! Something that's really easy for me at a broadcasting station to do, and that probably did not make much grammatical sense at all. Anyway, but I don't know if I want to stay in graphics though. You know, it's easy, but it's also uh, I if I wanted to do graphics for broadcasting, I'll basically be leaving one graphics job for another, and kind of wanted to move on from that, you know. But I guess it would be like an easy stepping stone for me to make it. It would be like an easy first step towards my real goal of either editing or control room production, you know. But anyway, uh, yeah. So that's internship. Work, you know, it's work. I'm getting better at it, much faster. Although I'm also really glad that I'm not gonna have to be doing it for much longer, because our regular data entry person is finally coming back next week, hopefully. So, yay! I can go back to doing my own job again. And then after a week, I'm just gonna be bored again. And most likely complaining again. Because of the boredom. Yeah, that's kind of a basic thing for humans, is to complain about everything. You know, even when things are perfect, we still need something to complain about. That's just human nature. Uh, I'm hesitant to say human nature only because like I still don't even understand that whole concept. Because like high school, middle school, and high school, we are always for like language arts classes, English class, blah, whatever you want to call it. Um, they were always bombarding us with human nature this, human nature that, yada yada yada, growing up, coming of age, blah blah blah. I just did not understand any of that at all. You know, and I just went along with it because, you know, this is school and you just go along with things. And yeah. So to this day, I still do not understand the whole concept. To me, well, maybe I do, sort of, but I'm not entirely certain of that. It's like human nature. It's a basic way of acting, I think, for humans, and so it's human nature to complain about everything, and that's just how humans basically act all the time, right? It's one of our most basic acts in life is to complain and complain and complain and not do anything about it. It takes those few special ones who can actually who actually have the imagination to come up with a solution to these complaints. I guess that's a good way of putting it, right? I don't know. Oh, whatever. Um, but yeah, think Thursday I went out to Target's and I bought a few movies. Hold on. By the way, I'm on the monopod right now, so it's going to be all shaky, as you may have already noticed. So I bought a few movies. One, this triple feature of The Goonies, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2. 3 classics. I've only seen 2 of them. So, yeah. Gremlins and Gremlins 2, childhood favorites of mine. And I've never actually seen The Goonies, and everyone just references The Goonies so many times, over and over. And it's starting to drive me kind of not crazy, not insane, not nuts, but somewhere in between crazy and angry, that everyone would be making these references and I know absolutely nothing about it. So I'm kind of looking forward to finally seeing The Goonies. Actually, no, I'm not. Because I do remember when I was a kid, I did watch a few scenes of The Goonies. And let's just say I did not really like it. And so that's really prevented me from watching the entire movie ever. But I think now that I'm a little older, I can give it a more fair chance at it. So we'll see. Next, I also bought 2 favorite classics of mine. Romeo and Juliet, the adaptation here. You know, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. So that's one of my favorites, and I consider it a classic. Also, Ever After, Drew Barrymore, you know. And I really liked this movie when I first saw it, just only because it's like, I don't know, I kind of want to use the word revolutionary with this movie, because I think this was one of the first movies ever, I could be wrong on this, but at least for me, it's the first movie I've ever seen where they take a classic fairy tale and kind of add some realism to it. You know what I mean? Before Christopher Nolan's Batman, where he took a fictional world and made it seem as real, seem like it could actually happen. And before, I don't know who else. But you get what I mean, right? Taking a fictional world and creating this rendition of it, where it will seem like it could have actually happened. It could really be possible. This was probably like the first movie that I've ever seen to do that. You know, take the fairy tale, take all the fairy tale aspects of it out, and replace it with realism, but while at the same time not taking away the magic of the fairy tale itself, if that makes sense. And so that's probably what makes this one of my favorites ever. And I know these are old movies, but you know what? Some old movies are worth paying for again. Why did I say again? It's not like I own these movies yet. Oh hey, I actually own them now. Yeah, you know, there are some movies that I do not mind paying for. Even if they are old classics, I do not mind paying for them because they are just that good. Plus I want to see them in HD now. Since I do have my HD TV and a Blu-ray player. Yeah. But anyway, enough of that. And I think that's going to be it for this week, because I think now I'm just kind of rambling on and on about nothing. So, talk to you guys next week, and happy birthday.